Good evening and welcome. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. So go ahead, grab a glass of wine, and join me tonight for a little black tea. I need to face this head on. Analyze this at Unwine with Teddy. Fair use commentary. As always, this broadcast is for education, criticism, news reporting, and entertainment purposes only. The comments that are made, the opinions that are given are your own. So long as they are respectful, I will allow them. If they're not, then I'm just going to ask the moderators to put you in timeout. Okay? Yes. And if you see something that is so egregious, you can go ahead and block. And if you are blocked, then you can send me an email and I will look at the comment a little later. I don't know if I'll look at it during the broadcast, you know, but that's just what I'm going to ask of everyone. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call it the Grizzlies. And yes, go ahead, hit the like. Let me see who is joining me. I see Vicky's out there, our moderator. And I also see, well, can't quite see it, but I can tell by the number. Folks are hiding in the bushes. Maybe some are just hanging out. I do that too. I see Charisse, who is coming in and saying good evening to Vicky. Yes. Okay, so maybe this will bring some folks in. Or maybe, I'll get a chance to get this, you know, out. Also, wait a minute. You can send me an email while I'm live at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. As a matter of fact, I want to just bring up my email tab. All right. So I did not come across this post I'm going to show you. It was sent to me. All right. This is fair use. And I just need to face this head on. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. This is a post from the official King's channel. I haven't watched the official King on his channel. I haven't commented on the official King. I don't have a beef with the official King. But I'm going to talk about this comment. Okay? Or this post in a way that I think is going to be factual with my receipts as well. And then I'm going to ask a question. Why now? As a matter of fact, let me just ask that question now. As you can see from the date of this, it's March the 11th, 2023. What was happening around that time that someone by the name in their email public inquiry would send out, I'm going to call it an email blast. because I had to do a little searching, but I received the same email that you did, Official King. So why are you talking about this now? I don't know if you've ever talked about Daniel Elizabeth Allen. You can talk about anyone that you want, but I can also ask the question. I said, why are you talking about it now? Okay. On this post, it read or reads update Daniel Elizabeth Allen arrested for accessory. The fact, I'm going to read it just like they have it here, is not YouTuber Danny Robertson. This individual, whoever wrote this, says, I spoke to Miss Allen for about 6 minutes. She's a nail tech and is not Danny Robertson. Her Facebook is open. I don't have a channel. Teddy must be honest in order to expose liars and cyberbullies. Bye. Sent with Proton Mail Secure Email. It's called Analyze This. So, first of all, this public inquiry, official campaign, uh, do you perceive that this person is telling the truth? Is why you post this? Did you post it to be provocative? Did you post it because you happened to come across it or someone sent you the post? Or did you post it because you received it and you did, and you are just kind of going through, your old emails, kind of like when I was cleaning out mines, and you decided, oh, wow, this is interesting. I think I'll post it a year and, you know, a few months later. Okay. And then I'm going to say, this person says, I spoke with Miss Allen for about 6 minutes. What evidence inside of this email that was sent to what? Red Label Reacts and 10 more. Uh-huh. And I'm going to show you everybody who's on the email trail. Yes, I am. Um, is there something inside of this email that would confirm that this individual, I'm going to call it public enemy, that's what I thought it looked like when I first saw it, public enemy. I think that's the name of a group, but it's public inquiry. All right. Then it says she's a nail tech and is not Danny Robertson. Okay. So if this person is familiar with Daniel Elizabeth Allen's Facebook, then that individual could also glean that information. Is it proof that she spoke with her for 6 minutes? Not at all. Is it proof that she's not Danny Robertson? Not at all. Is it proof that public inquiry doesn't have a channel? Not at all. Is it important that I'm honest? Teddy, be honest? In order to expose liars and cyberbullies? Yeah, it's important. Okay. Has that day of reckoning come at 3/11/23? So you got to look at the post and the date when it was written. Also, they secured that email with a proton mail. So I'm like, why would someone send me this? I guess they wanted me to, see that uh, someone else was talking about it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't read what you said, official Kingpin. Mm. In your one line, you said receipts. Teddy knows Danny Robertson is not Danielle Allen with a bunch of crowns. Now, you and I have never spoken about this subject, but I suspect now that maybe you have become aware somewhere along the line that I've talked about Daniel Elizabeth Allen. Okay. And maybe you found out on March the 11th of last year, and you've known this and decided, to talk about it. Okay. It's your opinion. First of all, King Payne, Danny Robertson, unless she's known to you personally, you don't know her either. Do you? Or do you? How do you know who she's not? Unless you know who she is. Oh, have you ruled her out as being the two of them one and the same? Or do you have some insider information? Maybe you can share that, maybe this person in public inquiry uh, spoke to you and maybe thought it was time for you to go ahead and post this because now you know more. And so you post it. Again, I don't care why you post it, really. I'm just, talking. So, how do you know that someone spoke to Miss Allen for 6 minutes? Uh-huh. Because it's been like over like a year and a half. And I'm gonna tell you also, March the 11th was a very important day. Okay. There were important days leading up to that. The first of which was March the 4th on a Saturday when I rolled out mystery clue number 6. Rule it in, rule it out, the voice comparison. Mhm. So apparently, public inquiry, they had been watching my videos. Yeah, because let me tell you what else. On that specific day, there were, let's see, I'm looking at my list here. These are all private videos, by the way. But I can show you what I have. On the 10th of March, I made a video. It was called Check Your Move, I'll Wait, Analyze This, Running. Okay. Then there was another one that was made on the same day that this was post. It was called Down the Rabbit Hole News. Hey, not so fast. Tricks are for kids. Analyze this, okay? There was also one that was made on the 10th, just before Check Your Move. It was called D for Danielle. You mad or nah? Rule in, rule out, analyze this. Okay. And I had another mystery clue. So, and of course, between the date of March the 4th and March the 11th, when this public inquiry decided to post or send out this email blast, there were other videos on the 9th and the 8th and the 7th and the 6th and the 5th. On average, 2 videos a day. Yeah. One of those videos also was called No Deadlines, No Ultimatums. It's called Rule In, Rule Out. Mystery clue number 9. That was on the 8th, 4 days after I rolled out mystery clue number 6. So then I suppose this public inquiry, leading up to it, decided, if you think I believe it, that they were going to contact Miss Allen. How did they get in touch with Daniel Elizabeth Allen? And now I've been trying to get in touch. So are they family? Are they a friend? Are they a content creator? They say they don't have a channel. Okay. But they know all of these content creators. Are y'all following me so far? Okay, now wait a minute. Hang on. Fair use commentary. They know all these content creators. Okay. Public inquiry at Proton Me, Saturday, March 11th at 9:42 a.m. Delivered to Red Label, Unwine with Teddy, the official Kingpin, In the Know Radio 410, Nick at Night 1, Destin Royce, All Reviews 613, The Real AT2, Dear Yvette at Yahoo, News KPLC TV, and Jay Ware at KPLC TV. And yes, let me remove this banner at the bottom. Update. It's the same title. Daniel Elizabeth Allen arrested for accessory. The fact is not YouTuber Danny Robertson. Who puts out email blast? Content creators targeted at individuals. Oh, we're going to just say it's random. They just pulled certain ones, including, the news station. And okay, let me go back to this. No, wait a minute. Do it like that. Mm, 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 mm. I also noticed that there were a number of comments, but I don't need to go into those. I just need to face this head on. A receipts, Teddy? No, receipts official kingpin. I don't think you've seen my receipts that would either support or at least, yeah. So why don't you get on the phone with her? Or, public inquiry. Because it looks like a email chain. That's what it looked like to me. I didn't open it. Not really. There is nothing in your post. Nothing in your post that could confirm that public inquiry, whoever they are, spoke for 6 minutes. Can we hear that? Can we get, public enemy? Come on up. Bring your receipt. So you've known this for all along? Okay. And yeah, I got this too. I looked at it as a one of those chain letters. Chain emails. Okay. Oh. And also let me say this. There's a lot of people talking about Daniel Elizabeth Allen. Okay. There's a lot of people interested in who Danny Robertson is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Any questions, concerns, suggestions? Let me just pause for a moment. Let me think. Okay. Yeah. So, whoever this public public inquiry, I called him public enemy inquiry, whatever. Whoever they are, I think, just like anyone else, I could speculate, and that's what it would be, or say, it's plausible that it might be, let's say, could be Danielle on this platform. Could be. Mhm. It could be. Uh, it could be, others that I could name. But I'll just stick with that. Oh, you know what? For good measure, throw Blaine in there. Can we do that? Hmm. Could be. But it's another one of those email chains. So they want to get this out because at the time I was, I'm just introducing this, you know, yeah. So I guess they wanted to totally rule it all out and say that I didn't know, or they knew, or whoever knows that that's not Danny Robertson. Okay, person can say what it is. I'm just responding to how I would, you know, step by step think about that post. That's all. Yeah. No, I can show you some more. I can. Yeah. Let me clear up one thing that I see. Um, who is it? I think Gibapaya. Let's see. Let's throw it up. And good evening says, Teddy, didn't Trees call Daniel's mother? I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. Okay. The only person who I think without any receipt, okay, the Daniel allegedly mother that she called was not Daniel Elizabeth Allen's mother. Okay. It, I think it was supposed to be um, this other Daniel in California. You know, that bicycle lady. Her mother. But I can't be sure. I can't. Okay. So I'm looking at this particular post. So whoever this person is to have spoken with, Miss Allen herself. It didn't say, it said Miss Allen. Okay, so based on this, it could be I'm thinking she's, or this person, whoever this person is referring to Daniel Elizabeth herself. Yeah. It's interesting. Daniel Elizabeth, seeing that, I don't think I've ever read this post that someone was claiming to have spoken with her. Why hasn't Daniel Elizabeth, since she would know, why hasn't she just send an email herself or contacted, like just said, I'm, wow, I'm not, I heard you, just something. There's nothing. And by the way, to be clear, I have never said on my platform, find it, give me the receipt, where I said that Daniel Elizabeth Allen is in fact 100% Danny Robertson. I said, based on looking at, the information, the background story, putting together clues, coincidences, and, all of these things. I mean, a culmination of things. I said more of those point toward Daniel Elizabeth Allen and Danny Robertson being the same than away. Okay? And that's why I called it a rule in, rule out. I don't care how many times a person puts it out. I don't care how many email blasts, different people send out. I haven't said it on my platform. I've said, yeah. I've said Superman and Clark Kent, they have not shown up together. And it makes me ask why. Yeah. And since it's so very easy and she's so accessible, public inquiry, where's your proof? This is so, come on, this is really, anybody could have written this after I started talking about her and said, I spoke to her for 6 minutes and, and she's not Danny Robertson. Okay, we're going to take that. Okay, case closed. Move on. But I do go back to the top. Why now? It's just, now I'm curious. Yeah, why now? Okay. So now let me move on to let's throw this up. We'll take that post down. Oh, where do I want to go next? Hang on. Just so we showing all receipts. Now you might wonder, this is that video, and I'll explain why I've got my avatar blocked out. But let me just blow this up for a second. That way you can see. This video was called Hear Her. No, it was called Hear Her, Hear This. Ignore the haters, rule in, rule out, analyze this mystery clue number 6. If you look, it's private. You see that? It had received 2,000 views. Okay. The date of it is March. You see that? March the 4th. 2,043 views. Mm-hmm. Yep. The reason it's privated, and I'm going to put it back up, is because D for Danielle struck all of my 2023 videos in the name of a Caucasian French woman who is a best-selling New York uh, author, book writer, mhm, claiming to be her and putting a false claim on this avatar. Which, by the way, I have made it clear that why did I choose it? This picture there. She had it on a book. I saw it on a magazine or on a YouTube, I think. It was some social media where I first saw it. I didn't know that it was a representation of the civil rights icon, Angela Davis. But when I saw it, I said, that's it. That's what I want for my channel. And then when I found out what it was about, it even had more meaning. Okay. So let me just put this back up. So I had decided, well, if I put these videos back up, and I did that at some point, she struck them again in the name of Miss Sybil or Sibette LaCroix. Okay. Every time she'd see that avatar, she would just strike it. And finally, she did it so much that YouTube recognized what was going on specifically to that avatar and that fake claim. Okay. So YouTube started, like, she did a batch of strikes, like maybe 7 or 8, and then uh, YouTube evaluated them and brought them back up in less than a week, which is, an exception because they could see what was going on. But in the meantime, I had covered up, I blurred out all of my 2023 videos because I had that avatar. So I have to go through, make all the changes, and that takes time. And I had started editing these videos. Okay. If that explains. Okay. I don't have to play it, but this definitely was the one at 34:45. Let's see. It's even going to play. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't have to play. If I can stop this. I'll just take it down. Okay. Let's get back to this for a second. There. Let me pause for a moment and come out. Let's throw this up for a second. Because I think I've kind of talked, and if I just stop it right here, yeah. No, I don't have to address it. I didn't have to face it, but you know what? I just wanted to face it head on. Yeah, I'm a content creator. They're a content creator. Okay. Those questions I ask, they don't have to answer them. I'm just, showing you. Okay. Yeah. Ask yourself, why now? What's it all about? Yeah. McClurg says, were you in? Yes, I was, but I didn't stay long. Okay. I made a couple of comments. They were short. Yeah. So, um, I know she was kind of like showing some King World video from last night. I haven't watched that one. Okay. Yeah, that was me. That was me. Gia says the comments on that post were disgusting, specifically one that caught my attention because of the way it was spewed hatred. It sounded familiar. Yeah. Again, I read most of those comments that I saw, after the individual sent me the post. Then I went to check it out because I had to see, is it really posts on their wall? People can splice and dice and do all kinds of things. So, yeah, I looked at some of the comments. Yeah, I did. But the people who are making the comments, did they ask those questions from the March 11, 2023? Did they challenge him? Did he challenge anyone? Or is it just a statement? Because everybody, again, don't get me wrong, you can have your opinion, it's your channel. I don't tell people what they should do on their channel, like they shouldn't tell me what I should do on my channel. They can ask me questions, and likewise, I can challenge them too. Yeah. So now, let me show you something else. Oh, I said I was going to read some comments. It's like I want to just throw up all these different receipts and be done with it. Um, and please be respectful in the chat. All comments and opinions in the chat are allegedly. Let me see what this one's about. Let's see. I'm just glancing to, see if I can pick out a comment. Um, okay, so that's something. Okay, different comment. If it is this bicycle lady, why did she go live yesterday when her mother was contacted by trees? I don't know if that's why did or why didn't she. Oh, let me read Annette. These distractions ain't working. Sorry. It's obvious it's all in the game you are trying to play. It ain't working. Joanne, yes. And when I was saying, looking at why it would be plausible, at least to consider, there's a motive there. Monique Tolbert's daughter, DEA. That's realistic motive. Mhm. I've also said if she isn't, if Daniel Elizabeth Allen isn't um, the same, then I think that Danielle on this platform is either no. I First of all, I think she's family. I think she's either family or a very, 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 very close friend of the family, one who would be considered family. She could be family through a marriage, but she's family. I believe that. I strongly believe I've got the right family. Strongly. And let's not forget, if we're talking about Monique Tolbert family, Monique Tolbert is a Tolbert by marriage, right? She had this is her third husband. But let's go back to her parents. All right? Her maiden name, either on her father's side, a Bernard, or on her mother's side, her grandmother, she comes from a Simeon. Okay? So, what about the Simeons? I've talked about that. Okay? Yes, Raquel Simeon, who we've learned, and I've talked about in the stories time and time again. Raquel Simeon was the cousin, or is the cousin, of Monique Tolbert. Okay? She was the one who contacted Down the Rabbit Hole News after Down the Rabbit Hole News interviewed her cousin, Monique Tolbert, and thanked her. Okay? She did such a good job. Cups of Conversation did a good job. I mean, Raquel or Rocky is a Simeon. Can I just go straight into it? There have been a number of Simeons who have shown up on Daniel Robertson's chat. Okay? They've also showed up with IO. I brought it up last year. I can go to my videos. I haven't drilled down as much as maybe I could, because I've remained focused on Daniel Elizabeth Allen first to rule it out. Okay? And to be clear, I have not considered the bicycle lady. That's, that's okay. People can look at different people. I didn't say that I had the 100% person. Okay? And I have said I'm not a closed mind person, okay? But I have my reasons to think and believe based on Daniel's reaction to what I started presenting more than a year ago. Okay? Why I'm still on that track. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, let me just. Okay, so we're at 11 o'clock. Good. Um, what is this? Oh, no, I hadn't listened to her station head. I, I think you're talking about trees, the conversation. I think I may have heard like just a little bit. I don't know how long I don't know. But did she just talk to her once? When was it? Was it like, see, I don't even know that. Was it like today, this morning? Was it last night? When was it? And what did she have to say? I don't know. You know, how does she know? I mean, I'm not questioning her. I'm just, that's why I have to say allegedly because I haven't heard the entire, and I wouldn't know. Yeah. Right now, I'm talking about face this head on was that post, but it certainly, leads into other things. Let's see. And yes, thank you for joining and supporting Unwind with Teddy. Oh, I saw a comment. Joanne says, there's no way that DA doesn't have a social media profile or portfolio, at least not in her name. Come on now, let's be serious. The one that everybody knows is the her Facebook. Yeah. But I can't even tell you exactly what's on there. That I mean, you've seen what I posted. Not anything that uh, the one picture that that I know she has post with her tattoos, and she has I've uh, I'm gonna say like blonde or orange hair. I don't know, kind of like that one. That I've used that picture. I don't know. I'd have to look at her Facebook again. Yeah, that's the easy question. Why hasn't Miss Allen spoken to Teddy as of yet? We are waiting. Why hasn't D for Danielle interviewed or spoken with uh, Danielle Elizabeth? Is she D for Danielle? Did she author that email? I don't know. Proton email? I don't know. I know it went out to those content creators. I sure do. Let's see. This person, Della Bagato, says, I think it's a team of them working together, and I think Spin Cycle may not be the voice, but she definitely knows what's going on. Again, I don't know much about that. Oh, so she spoke to her once. Teddy, not sure when. Did she speak to the mother or did she speak to the actual bicycle lady? Yeah. All right. So now that I've kind of scanned my email, and I'm scanning it real quick. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let me throw this back up. That way people can get a good look at it. Go ahead. Screenshot it. Look hard. Look close. Look carefully. Because I hadn't even looked this. I haven't really looked at this. I just, I was going. Once I got that post, I said, let me see if it's, in my mail, spam, or wherever, and I found it. So now that I've read, I don't even know who these people are. I'm thinking they are content creators. I definitely know some of them are content creators. I don't know who all reviews, but someone seemed to think, sent, let's see, I'm looking at an email. Ooh, let me do something here. Let me do something here. How about that? How about that? It is. Let me show you something. Let me just make a real quick copy so I can put it up so you can see it. Okay. So let me just, you see the little hand? Sometimes that yellow ball goes in and out. All reviews 613. Guess whose email that is? That belongs to Sherelle's World. So why would Public Inquiry be sending out this blast to Sherelle's World? Because they want to get it out there in a bigger, to maybe some larger content creators, just in case Unwind with Teddy's story starts getting out there. Why? So this public inquiry, whoever that was or is, why they're interested in these specific content creators. Okay. There's a lot. Now, wait a minute. I haven't shown you everything. Right? So, Official King Payne, yeah, you're on there. There you are, right there, up right there. Okay. Isolate, red label, unwind with Teddy. Isolate. Why? And why? Yeah. So, hmm, still waiting. There is no, that doesn't debunk it. I think maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Because I don't know that. Uh, 400% sure. Official Kingpin, that's my response. Receipts. Okay, what in your receipt here? What in your receipt here? Official Kingpin is you're using that public inquiry, because I got it too, proves that Danny Robertson is not Daniel Allen. It's nothing. So, do I know that? Do I know that? I don't. So you said I know, but I'm just telling you I don't. I don't see any receipts from you that are, ugh. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And yes, is somebody putting up their French Creole family? I have, I can't remember the video, but I think you're referring. I have talked about the Simeon family. I have talked about, just on the surface, from the what, 1700s? That's when Raquel Simeon bragged about her family and let everyone know the day that Nosy Whole Lives channel was terminated, that she should have known. Uh-huh. That the Simeons, she comes from a long line of 1700s white slave owners in the South who came over from France. Uh-huh. And landed down there near Baton Rouge. And had a boat full of slaves. Y'all better leave me alone, because I'll go back. And as a matter of fact, even some black folk, when they were set free, had slaves. I put it just like that. I've shown you. They had some of their own slaves. And I guess they did look a certain way. But that's not, you know, that's another story. And I've told that. But we can go deeper. We can go deeper. So again, my point is, that doesn't prove anything. Yeah, it just proves that someone public inquiry sent out a email blast after I started, talking about Danielle Elizabeth Allen and the interrogation. That's it. Oh, what else did that email say, don't y'all want to know what the email since I have? Isn't that okay? We got cups of conversation says, it seems very random. I do wonder, you say, what made him post that? Yeah, why? Why? Yeah, that's what I said. Why now? Who is? See, I don't know these emails. Oh, you want? Let's go back. So Cub says the gag is in the know. See, I don't even know these content creators. Where's Sherelle's? I didn't even know Sherelle was all reviews. So, in other words, these content creators, they probably ignored it just like I did. When I saw it, I said, this is a chain email. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. Someone trying to say, no, no, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. I wonder if that person was the one that wrote it. It's not me. Or did Black Rabbit have anything to do? Because later on, she, shows up as part of the chain and says, I don't want to be part of this chain. In, so many words. She has Proton email too, but, different ones. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's not a conspiracy. I'm just putting out this is what you see in black and white, nothing more. Yeah. Okay. Joanne says, Kaiser Sose always says that it's not me. That's right. Okay. So now, how many of you would like to see what's on that email? What did public inquiry write to all of, 11 people? Would y'all like to see that? Oh, we got thumbs up. Let's see. Cub says, well, unless they added the recording, it's now a receipt, in my opinion. Well, unless they added the recording, it's now a receipt, in my opinion. Or it could be it's not a receipt. Yep, that's what I thought it was. It's not a receipt. Exactly. It's not a receipt, Cup says. That's what I say. Where's the receipt? Where's the recording? Where? It proves nothing, King Payne, to me yet. Nothing. Did you hear it? Okay, so now we've got Gia Papaya says, yes, yes, yes. I want to see what's on that email. Let's put it up. Hang on. Pull it up. And let me look it over because I'm showing in my email that it came to me. So you know that I actually have it. Let's see if I can do it like this. There it is. It's in my email. Okay. So let me just do this real quick. Hang on. I'm just going to throw this over it real quick. And that way you can see it's in my email box. It reads. Can you see that? Do I need to make it larger? It says update. Just like, let me see. You see, update. It's the same. 311, I want you to pay attention to the date 311, 2023. Let's go back. You see there? March the 11th, 2023 at 9:42 a.m. I received it. It says, I spoke to Miss Allen for about 6 minutes. She is a nail tech and is not Danny Robertson. Her Facebook is open. I don't have a channel. Teddy must be honest in order to expose liars and cyberbullies. Bye. Sent with Proton Mail, secure email. Originally, so that was on a Friday. Oh, then they wrote, oh, so there was something a day before. Original message. How about that? You see how much I'm reading these. So then on the 10th before at 11:31 a.m. Again, keep in mind all of the videos that I was putting out. They have this article here, and I will click on those in a second. It would be from the KPLCT TV story. All right. And then one is called Father Arrested in Death of Infant, and then the name Daniel Elizabeth Allen. And the other one is Calca Show Deputy Pretrial Diversion After Domestic Allegations. Oh. So in this one, it's to a John Ware. Says Daniel Elizabeth Allen is alleged to possibly be YouTube's serial doxer and cyberbully Danny Robertson. And then it's covered. Your assistant, John, has the station head recordings of Danny Robertson. Then there is a link. Unwind with Teddy and her relatives have been harassed. It says by Danny Robertson. And then it lists the different channels. Danny Robertson's channel, Truth Teller, For the Basics. I don't know what that one is. Her website, and then Twitter. And attached is my video. Oh, it's called D for Danielle. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Analyze this. Quack, quack. What is public inquiry sending this to all these different content creators? Now, let me put a cover up because I want to know what happens. I know that's definitely the link to the news story. I've seen that before. Hang on. Okay, so when I press on the first link, with the story, it brings this up. Father arrested in death of infant. The story of that's Larry Champ, the father. That's Courtney Morris, the mother of the twins, the one, the 4-month olds at the time, the one that was accidentally killed. And then there's a picture of Daniel Elizabeth Allen. And then there's the story, part of the story that was put in print. Another woman, Daniel Elizabeth Allen, 23 of Lake Charles, has been arrested on a charge of accessory. After the fact, we have gone over this story. All right. So that's one of the links. Hang on. The next one would be this Calca Show deputy in pretrial diversion program after domestic allegation. That is Gerald Allen, uh, Daniel Elizabeth Allen's father. So, why are they sending that information? You know, that was attached. Hang on. This was attached. My video called If It Walks Like a Duck, Quacks Like a Duck. Let's see, when did I show that one? March the 10th. So that's what they were looking at. Yes. And wonder what. Oh, you can see I have been trying to edit some of these, but what was in that video? Oh, so I had shown you see all these videos, the thumbnails of Danny Robertson had made these thumbnails. Hear her and myself, mystery clues, there's pictures. Oh, it would have been the first intro to the story. It was called Girl by Surviving Danny Robertson. That's right. Oh, privacy complaints. I was talking about that. Okay, hang on. I'm going to show you this one. When I click on this link for the basics, that page, whatever that link is, which she had so many different pages. Okay. But now, let's see. Anyway, they put up all these pages. included public inquiry. By the way, her site, Messy Danny, she closed that site. That was included, but it's no longer can be reached. Interesting. This channel was not named that channel, but that Montana channel comes up. I wonder what that was called before. I can't really remember, but it comes up. Okay. I don't even want to show it, but it comes up. So now what questions? And boy, do I have more. I don't even think I'm going to get into it tonight. Yeah. hmm So, yeah, black tea. I need to face this head on. And I did. And I asked some questions. Yeah. And I'm not so convinced that it was just, everything is done with some intent. I just don't know what it is. I just find it interesting. Who was on the email chain? I didn't even know Sherelle was on that. I don't know these people, these different content creators' emails. But look at the information on the first one that this person strategically wanted to get to those content creators. Why AT2? Why Sherelle? Why Red Label? Why the official Kingpin copy? Why Nick at Night? Starting mess. And why did official Kingpin post it? Because directly, and I've said it, that post is not a receipt of proof that anyone who sent you that or sent it to me spoke to Daniel Elizabeth Allen for 6 minutes. It is also no proof that Danny Robertson isn't Daniel Elizabeth Allen or vice versa. Yeah. So why now? Official Kingpin, I'll leave it at that. Why now? All right. So we've been on an hour and 25 minutes. I think I've covered quite a bit. I'm going to read some of your comments, look at my email, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up. What y'all think? Oh, yes. Joanne says it's only just one connection missing. We're closer because there is pressure in duality. Yeah. Now, okay, so I'm going to. Della Bagato says, and this is your comment. I have not seen this comment before I read it as being true. Allegedly, you say, I saw a comment made by Sherelle, and she said that she knows who Robot is and that she is deformed. That's a wild card. When Sherelle would have to back that one up. All comments and opinions are allegedly, yes. Yes, especially once the squeeze is on. I don't know. I hadn't even heard that comment. Let's see if there's something on the email. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I did see that. All right, so someone is suggesting on email that bicycle woman that Deaver Danielle reached out to her and then she was blocked. Seems like I remember something about that, but I don't know. Yes, you can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Let's see. Oh, it was under her comment. Okay. Someone's comment. Cup says, well, she stole that poor woman's art while she was pregnant and without a job. Joking, you're going to check. Okay. You know what's interesting? I did see, some of Tree's, I guess she was reviewing King Will. I've talked about that artwork, and I talked about it in relationship to when she struck my channel as Miss Sybil LaCroix, the French woman, and the hypocrisy in it. She was accusing me of my avatar being on a book similar because it's not exactly the same. I did modify it. I did. Okay. But she struck my channel impersonating the author. And then I talked about her avatars. All of her avatars have come directly, right out of someone's, artwork. Yeah, so I just thought it was the hypocrisy. And I showed that one where she has that banner covering up the artist's name. I showed that exact and I pointed it out late last year. I sure did. I sure did. I pointed all this stuff out. So, yeah, I agree. Good evening. It is to lovely one 2.0 says, hello, Teddy and Bear fam. Says, I wouldn't trust anyone's information because they are putting things out to throw you off because I think you got her. If I don't have her, I got the right family. I got the right family. She's inside that family. And think about it. I keep going back to Raquel. Raquel Simeon and Monique Tobert are cousins, right? Monique Tobert came onto Nosy Whole Life's platform. Nosy Whole Life, you know, said some things to Monique Tobert. Monique Tobert, while she was on the line, dropped. She said her cousin called her from Texas. My cousin? When Nosy Whole Live asked her, and how did you find out? My cousin? Yeah, from Texas. She acted like she was surprised when Nosy Whole Life caught her. Uh huh. Yeah, that's right. And then I showed you in the emails to Cups of Conversation. Raquel reached out to her, sent her information about Nosy Whole Life, talked about putting together a cleanup crew. Monique Tobert knew about the cleanup crew. Down the Rabbit Hole had interviewed her. They were working behind the scenes. Then here comes Iron Troll, information to be given on Nosy Whole Life's post. Kaiser Sose shows up on 623, the same day that Down the Rabbit Hole made the calm before the storm. They knew who was coming. It would be Danny Robertson. Monique Tobert told Mika that her daughter would be looking into all of this. Then content creators, especially the first one after Nosy Whole Life was So Deb, leaned on, said, you need to give Monique Tobert an apology. And I can, it's like I've said these things. I'm not looking at anything. I have all the receipts, I have all the communications. It gives a very strong reason why I started at that point. Danielle on this platform said she came to avenge because Nosy Whole Life hurt someone she loved. She said that multiple times. I have each and every one of them. I sure do. So, who was that person she loved? I think it was family. Now, why was Raquel putting together everything? Okay? We have to go back to the beginning. And we do need to think about Black Rabbit. And we do need to think about all these other people. This is why I've laid it out. Have I thought of others? Sure. I haven't introduced them yet. Yes, let's not forget the Dirty 40. And let's not forget all about the tea, the panel, and all of those who were reached out to by Down the Rabbit Hole News. She wanted to get the story first, she wanted to get those interviews first. Okay? She was all over it. She was very interested. just to be somebody on the sidelines. She was in touch with Monique Tobert the same evening, and before 24 hours had passed, she had already did a pre-recorded interview of Monique Tobert. You mean to tell me Monique Tobert is going to sit down and talk to Black Rabbit, just a somebody who randomly, you know, decides to contact her, gets in touch with her, and then Monique Tobert share some of the most personal details and trust her without being hand delivered to her. I don't know what y'all smoking, but I think that Black Rabbit and D for Danielle were in touch. That's right. They were in touch, I believe. What was Mika doing behind the camera? There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of people involved that were involved in the takedown of Nosy whole life. Okay. That's it. And then don't forget Raquel. Let's keep going back to her because yeah, she said her people, they're not from the projects. So they're powerful. There are a lot of them in high places, even up near the White House. That's what she said. And guess what? There have been a number of simians. You mean to tell me that all these simians that have shown up on Danielle's platform and IO's platform, let's just talk about IO. You mean to tell me that Rhonda Simeon is going to end up on IOs? And then Rhonda Simeon, she's from California, and guess who else from California is Rocky? Y'all better leave me alone because I'm going to lay out the receipts at some point. I just haven't gone down through everything. There's a connection here. The family, we got to think about family. Who is Danielle referring to when she said she hurt someone she loved? Was it a cousin? Was it, who was it? Monique Tobert. It's always been about Monique Tobert. What relationship is Monique Tobert to this person who's speaking, to Danielle? Is she her cousin? What is she? Okay. Raquel was in touch with Danielle, or should I say David Johnson. It's connections, it's links. So whoever all these other people are, link them in. Let's get it. Show me. Contact. I have receipts. Period. I have my receipts that support at least the theory why I'm thinking the way that I am. So, no, public inquiry, whoever that person is or persons, it could be you, Danielle, for all I know. It could be Blaine. It's somebody that loves to write emails, and it's somebody who likes to write things in an organized way and bullets and numbers. How would I know that? Because when I was looking up that email, public inquiry has sent me multiples that I haven't read. I'm like, oh, all these chain letters. We'll have to read more at some point. All right. It's almost midnight. I think I'm going to let that do. I'm going to read a few more comments and then I'm done because I'm kind of, you can tell I don't have any water here and I want to take a break. I keep sipping on about, a few teaspoons left. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Baby Juju says the cups not to mention on Mom's Wife's event with Monique. That's right. There's just so much here. Yes, the police aren't going to hear an anon. They need a name. Smoke her out. That's right. Oh, Cub says, can we talk about how Raquel was in All About the Teas chat days before Monique Tobert went on Nosy's channel? Raquel said she was in entertainment. No, wait a minute. I bet. I wonder, do I have anything from that? No, wait a minute. There's like so much I haven't looked at. That's very interesting. Yeah, why was Raquel? If that's so, why was she hanging out and all about the tea? Who is the cousin? My cousin? Let's see. There's a lot that we should be thinking about here. Ooh. I forgot all about this. There's lots. You know what? There's lots of Simeons. That's a big, huge family name. All over, powerful and all that. She said from uh, jock, uh, Kentucky Derby jockeys to baseball players to because the white folks left that Simeon name on them, and left the female with some money and some land. Gave maybe they received their 40 acres and a mule and some and some. Okay, some land. Let's see. Cup says the tea goes deep, y'all. I'm taking this to lifetime. This is definitely could be a lifetime. Uh, yes, a huge family. Hashtag horse people. Yeah. Into what did she say? Oh, her people are they own insurances and they're, it's kind of like they're doctors and lawyers and then uh, they're big. Okay. Kentucky. She's drinking tea and eating crumpets. Maybe that's why, and I'll wrap it up here. I'll try. Why Danielle says there's layers, that things were already set up before she came to YouTube so that she would never be found. Sounds like maybe it had to be businesses, like organization, something like that. These layers so that when Google, whoever, but you know what? Even if you have a corporation, Google needs to see a picture. Yes, they need to see the name of the corporation, the tax ID number, who is the president or signing, who is the money going to be transferred to. There has to be a real account that the money can be deposited to. And it would have to match the business account, the bank, if it's a business, somebody, YouTube, Google, AdSense. They don't just release that and make you monetized. So you mean to tell me? She says she's not connected to anything here. So all of the people who are sending in, super chats, it's going into through AdSense being deposited. Okay. So you don't know who she's getting it somehow. That person who has that voice, she's getting paid. She's not doing this for free. She spends a lot of time talking about Jaguar day and night and day now, right? Or whoever. If it's a corporation or someone, they are getting that money to her. Period. Point blank. Even though there are layers, she's getting that money. She's getting her hands on that money. Even if she's using a representative, Delabagato, she's getting her hands on that money. And she's the one who's submitting all of these forms through YouTube. She's the one who's striking. Yes. So it's definitely, I think, more than one person who's working with her in this layers. It's gotta be. Cup says, and that's how All About the Tea was set up, because it was someone else on the channel before All About the Tea. She's no longer employee of the month. If the rep is summoned to court, they will ask for her bank statement and find out who she is sending the money to, so she can and will be found. That's right. Remember Cardi B? Finding out who is this person, who is that person on the bank account, finding hidden. Come on. If it goes the distance, yeah, she can be found. Links. It's the money. It's the money. I don't care how many ways they try to hide it. It's the money. That's right. Follow the money. And we're going to leave it at that. Follow the money. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. It's the weekend, isn't it? Yeah. It's Saturday. Here, it was Friday. It's Saturday now. It's after midnight. So it's the weekend. I can't tell you what time. I'll come on tomorrow. Keep your bear phones on. And yeah, I've got to get some rest. Yeah. Let me check my email. I think I'm good. Let's see. I am. That'll do it for me. Again, to the moderators, Baby Juju and Vicky Black, thank you so much for being here. Hope you both have a good evening. And all of you, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night. You know what? I wanted to come back on. I just read an email and someone suggested that I show receipts next time of the simians that were in different chats. I'll do that. All right. Good night.